Mussina is 27 years old, a graduate of Stanford. On the dean's list as he got an economics degree in only 3 years.
Despite the fact that he throws a lot of breaking balls, Dobson said he's been getting hurt more with a fastball.
And there's a liner into left for a leadoff hit by Tim Raines. The Yankees began the first yesterday against David Wells with 3 consecutive singles from their first 3 hitters. His 1-1 pitch is hit softly into right, and Bonilla has it lined up. One out, one on. Top of the first. And the 2-2 pitch. A called strike 3.
When they throw the fastball to Bernie Williams, whether he's on the right side or the left side, they will try to keep it in.
Martinez didn't get a good swing at it and flied weakly to right to end the game. A bouncing ball to short. Ripken to Alomar. There's the force. Raines opens with a single. Goes no further than first. And the Orioles come up for their first licks when we come back. And beat them, allowing only a couple of runs in 7 innings of work back in July. Finesse guy, but he'll go to the breaking ball and the change even more now than he used to before the rotator cuff surgery. He lost a bit off the fastball. And this ball is hit very softly, but in a good spot. It drops in front of Strawberry for a leadoff hit. On a 3-1 pitch that Nelson later said he was hoping to put outside the strike zone. He hoped Palmeiro would chase a bad pitch, but he made it fat, and Palmeiro hit the slider out. This ball is well hit to left. This ball is on its way and gone. For the second straight game, Zeal with a 2-run shot.
Joe Torre called this a fan fly ball friendly ballpark.
And he's quickly in a 2-0 hole. As powerful as the Orioles are, a little roller, Alomar slow getting out of the box, and Hayes throws him out for the first out in the bottom of the first. As powerful as the Orioles are, if they had any weakness, they felt they didn't have enough power from the right side. They added Todd Zeal.
You know when you get hit by somebody who's throwing 90 plus, these guys don't bother you too much.
In the air to center field, and Bernie Williams makes the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Bobby Bonilla.
Down low and away to a right-handed hitter. I mean, it looks so big coming in there, you got to hold off.
Check swing at short, it's Jeter. That finishes the Orioles in the first, but a leadoff single by Anderson and a homer for the second consecutive game from Zeal give them the quick 2-0 lead. The 0-2 to Fielder. Struck him out. The second strikeout for Mussina.
Well, when you're late on a fastball, a couple of fastballs, you try to speed your bat up, and what Mussina does here is throws him a knuckle curve.
He's going to move the fastball around, change speeds with the breaking ball, and he can do it. He can do it very well.
The 3-1 pitch hit sharply to Alomar. Can't get it with the dive. Strawberry's aboard with a single.
Well, he got that pitch exactly where Strawberry likes it, so he's really kind of lucky that he only hit a ground ball.
2-0 Orioles, top of the second, game 3. The series tied at a game apiece. A bouncer to Ripken. There's one. There's two. After 1.5 in Baltimore, 2-0 O's. And the payoff. Struck him out to open the second. No, Joe really has never changed his style. In fact, I noticed his arm twitches before he cuts into a steak. You know what? He grabs the knife and fork, and the arm is twitching.
7 home runs.
And the 3-2 pitch. He strikes out Ripken and Murray to open the second. Tomorrow at 2:30 Eastern Time, Notre Dame football on NBC. The 0-2 pitch to Surhoff. Hit to the hole and through for a 2-out single.
Well, Jimmy Key had pitched so well this inning to the first two hitters. He gets ahead 0-2, and instead of getting the ball where he wants, this pitch is up and out over the plate.
There is no inning where a pitcher can catch a breather. Hit hard to left. Raines is there. No runs, a hit, a man left. After 2 in Baltimore, the Orioles lead the Yankees 2-0.
That I had, and it was just tough, you know, looking at it, you know, the way that it ended in '94. So just coming back to New York and being able to get the no-hitter there was very special.
How about sitting across on the bench now against Davey Johnson, the manager that you had all the success with the Mets?
It's tough, you know. I was talking to Dave in New York before the first game, and he said that I ducked him.
Davey Johnson, who replaced Phil Regan as the manager here this year. Hit to short. 1. Alomar turns it. 2.
Well, Bob, we've seen 2 double plays the last 2 innings. Do that. I mean, they live by the home run, but the Yankees do not live by their home run.
Palmeiro tells Mussina he'll take it himself, retires Raines, and the Yankees are gone in the 3rd after 2.5. It remains 2-0 Baltimore on the Todd Zeile home run. To center field, Bernie Williams. It doesn't carry to the track, and there's out number 1 in the bottom of the 3rd.
Yankee pitchers do not have that type of fastball, so they have to maneuver around it.
This is a 3-0 pitch, and Zeile is swinging on it down to Charlie Hayes, and one third baseman throws out the other. One pitch. Skied to center. In right center, Williams along with Strawberry, and look what happens here. Williams takes it, but you could see the potential trouble developing. The 1-2 pitch. Strikeout number 3 for Mussina to start the top of the 4th. Allowed the Yankees only a couple of singles through the first 3 1/3. His 3-2 pitch just missed, and there's his first walk of the night.
Well, I want to make you understand the difference between a knuckle curve and a regular curve. A knuckle curve, he throws with his knuckle and it tumbles.
Hit through the hole for a base hit. Around second is Williams as Bonilla gets it back in. The Yankees with runners on the corners with only 1 out.
Bob, this is really a simple game. Watch now watch this pitch. You'll see
the Yanks trail 2-0. Slow roller. Can they turn 2? Fielder doesn't run well. Takeout slide at second, and Alomar can't complete the play. Tino Martinez really did the job there, Joe.
That's what he's supposed to do. Good job by Tino. He got down there and he started rolling
in a game in St. Louis. I want to see that before we're done with this postseason series.
I think the chance of that is nil. The 3-2, he cuts and misses, and Mussina is out of the inning. Fanning Strawberry, his 4th strikeout, but the Yankees are on the board, trailing by only 1 now. And an overlooked star. Here's a guy who's played in the All-Star game only twice in his career. Once in the National League, once in the American. Rolled to Duncan at second. Both leagues are stocked with heavy-hitting first basemen, and a lot of times Palmeiro gets overlooked.
You're right. We talked about the Ripken, and he doesn't trust him as much yet, so he couldn't come across.
Bonilla pops one into right center field. Duncan is back. Strawberry and Williams are in, and Duncan makes the call and the catch.
Well, somebody took charge, Mariano.
Description of yesterday's doings.
We saw 2 toll gate shifts when we drove over here.
Whatever that means, it amuses me. Popped up on the infield.
I'll tell you in a minute.
The Yankees hold a team meeting behind the mound, and Duncan adjourns it by making the catch. Both clubs have 3 hits. Orioles leading it 2-1. Fly ball into right center. Bonilla over. Assures Anderson he's got it, and he does.
as a hitter, and they stay with you even after your body heals.
On 4 pitches, Mussina walks Hayes. That's his second walk, and that's about a full game's allotment for him.
Yeah, it really is. He's normally around there, and he's similar in so many ways to Jimmy Key with Charlie Hayes too, Bob. You don't lose that much mobility at third base with him. I mean, he's adequate if you're talking Boggs.
Ripken can't get this. It's through the hole for a Girardi hit, and now the Yankees have 2 on with 1 out.
Talking Boggs and Hayes range-wise at third.
Derek Jeter on deck. Slow roller right side. Alomar flips to first, and it's just in time to get Raines. Well, he played that kind of nonchalantly, didn't he, Joe?
Yes, he did. Normally with a speedy runner, you will throw the ball from down under where you catch it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch coming from Mussina to Jeter. In the air to shallow right. Alomar back. Calling. Tucking it away. The Yankees strand 2. And it remains 2-1 Baltimore halfway through.
Even the starters, remember, they may have even started a different pitcher, so a lot of things change.
And a walk to Murray to start the 5th.
There are a lot of big pitches in a ball game, especially a 2-1 game like this. With 2 outs, they have to get Jeter out.
They shade him to hit towards right, Bob, slightly. He goes that way a lot of times against the left-handed pitcher. But a lot of his success this year has come on balls that he's hit to right.
Martinez steps on the bag, and now they have Murray hung up. And he puts the tag on him.
A lot of people may think this was not a good play by Eddie Murray, but it was really a very smart play.
Struck him out. For Key, it's strikeout number 3. We've gone through 5. Key and Mussina hooked up on a good one. 2-1. The kind Bert Blyleven and Camilo Pascual used to throw. Alomar charging. Has to hurry with Williams running, and the flip gets it. As you know, Sunday means football. Overall, he hit .292 with 25 homers and 117 RBIs. Another one toward the hole. Alomar comes up with this one, and from his knees, he throws him out. And there's some evidence as to why a 6th consecutive Gold Glove.
And he was tardy.
And now he strikes him out with a high fastball. 5 Ks put in the book by Mussina. Still 2-1. Been better. Would have been classic.
And I preferred to play on natural turf.
Anderson goes down swinging. 4th strikeout for Key. Got him to fish for a bad ball.
Well, he kind of drops down a little bit. We saw the overhand.
Despite the fact that he's at a 3-2 count, he'll go changeup.
In the air to right center field with Strawberry going back, and lots of room to make the catch. He was shaken by that, no question. Strawberry sprinting toward the line into foul ground and making the catch. Key works a 1-2-3 6th. And it's still 2-1 Baltimore. Left field, Surhoff coming in and toward the line to retire Strawberry for out number 1 in the 7th. Mike Mussina leading 2-1 here.
Most of the evening.
Ahead of Duncan 0-2 and fans it. Hoyles didn't hold it. Has to throw to Palmeiro at first to make the put-out official on strikeout number 6 for Mike Mussina. Hayes has reached on an error and walk. Whacks one to right center field. Brady Anderson with a good jump on it. Calls and just shy of the track puts it away. Stretch time in Baltimore. Seals home run in the first, still holding up.
Trouble here. He's going to have to make a change quickly. He cannot wait long. They're already down 2-1 and running out of outs.
This one is lifted to right. And Strawberry is there. Palmeiro's gone to start the bottom of the 7th. He's 0 for 3.
You know, the ball is really not carrying well in this park tonight.
He's actually hitting from his best side. He says he's a better hitter from the right side because he shortens his swing.
Jeter. 2 down. Since the homer by Todd Zeile, and it looks like he'll make quick work of the Orioles again. Bernie Williams retires Ripken to finish the 7th. Still 2-1 Baltimore at his most effective on short rest. Now he's on long rest. This ball's in the air to left center field. Well hit by Joe Girardi. It's back at the track, and Surhoff is there for the catch. And again, the ball not carrying tonight like it usually does.
I thought that ball was going to go a lot further, but it went out there and it died.
Here's the 2-2. Alomar. The flip to Palmeiro for the 2nd out in the Yankee 8th. Game
Been perfect tonight, getting ahead with the breaking ball and either finishing them off with a good fastball or the breaking ball in the dirt.
a liner that is fair and into the corner for extra bases. Bonilla playing the carom, and Jeter is in with a 2-out double. He's now hit safely in all 7 Yankee playoff games.
That's a pretty good piece of hitting here by Jeter.
Williams 0 for 2 with a walk. And a line drive base hit through the left side. Here comes Jeter, waved home by Randolph. And the game is tied on the Williams single.
You've had 2 hitters get the pitches that they like, and they've done something with them. You have to give them a lot of credit.
The 1-1. This one is hit the opposite way, and it could be trouble. It gets down. Surhoff cuts it off before it gets to the wall, and that's a huge play because Williams has to stop at third on the double by Martinez. Now the ball bounces away. Williams sprints for the plate and scores.
Momentum just carried him right over the plate.
The 1-0 pitch to Fielder, and now he drives one to deep left, way back, and gone. Just like that, it all unravels for Mussina and the Orioles. Even on a night like this, where the ball is not carrying, that ball was just crushed.
Bob,
it gets through the dead air and into the seats.
You're right. You're right.
Front of it. Trudging up the steps and into the clubhouse. Strawberry lofts one to center. Anderson will end the New York 8th, but not before 4 runs come across, all of it starting with 2 out. And it's 5-2 Yankees after 7.5.
Break on Girardi when you think he really juices one, and it stays in the ballpark, and you retire the leadoff guy, Raines.
Check swing by Murray. He covers. Martinez flips it to him. First out in the 8th.
Bob, you and I had talked about the fact that Fielder went to Japan and became a good breaking ball hitter.
1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 8th. And he struck him out with the change. That's the 5th strikeout for Jimmy Key. Think about this from Joe Torre's perspective. 2 days of not having to use Rivera. This ball is hit into left center field. Bernie Williams coming on. He makes the catch. And then if he doesn't have to use Rivera tonight, he could use him consecutive days, Saturday and Sunday, with an off day Monday.
This Yankee lineup.
Well, since Zeile's homer, as you see Terry Matthews in the game to work this 8th inning for the Orioles, and Mariano Duncan, the first man he faces, lifts one to right, and Bonilla camps under it for the first out. Since Zeile homered with nobody out in the first, Key in effect worked 8.
Can't ask for anything more if you're the Orioles.
Joe, I'm always amazed every time I see that stat about the Yankees. regular season 86-1 after the 8th inning. It's astounding. Some good hacks tonight. Girardi has.
Strikes out this time. And has a 1-for-4 night. Raines is 1-for-4. He had a first inning single. Back to the mound. Matthews. That takes care of the Yankees in the top of the 9th. Top of the order to face Wetland for Baltimore in their last chance coming up after this. 37 and 92. A little shaky early in the year.
John Wetland doesn't feel that way.
Important tips for you little leaguers. Anderson swings and misses, and Wetland puts him away. 1 out in the 9th. Up the middle. Soho. A great play. The grab and the whirling throw. And the former Mariner inserted for defense in this inning in place away from bringing the tying run to the plate with the big boppers to follow, with Palmeiro and Bonilla waiting. Martinez will take it himself. Skids to the bag to retire Alomar. And the Yankees, for the 5th time in this postseason, win by coming from behind. And for the 7th time this year without a defeat, they win at Camden Yards to take a 2-1 lead in the American League Championship Series.